to the preview of my new podcast, Nichel Anderson, Short Stories and Beyond, where I will upload short stories from MOLIAE and beyond, meaning it can be modern day stories. In this preview, before my launch of my second podcast, which would be December the 4th for these short stories. For this preview, of course, I have to start with my most treasured production, MOLIAE, Moments of Love in Ancient Egypt, where I will focus on this particular episode is titled Before the Time of Princess Aamina. Again, as I mentioned previously, my book of Mitzrayim has over 50 characters. So I can now be able to give you the opportunity to learn about these characters, introduce them to you. Hopefully you can connect with them and learn the lesson that I'm teaching with. So this episode will start. It will be a teaser that will continue for the next few weeks before the full launch of episodes that will be uploaded weekly at this new podcast show, which is Nichel Anderson, Short Stories and Beyond. Now, with this particular podcast, the full length of the short story will be premium content, meaning that for paid patrons, okay? I will provide the link to the patron page where you can join and become, supportive in that sense of connecting with this podcast to get access to the stories. Hopefully you enjoy it, that you will become a patron. I do want to say thank you again for supporting MOLIAE, and I hope you enjoyed this teaser preview, that you will also become part of the following of MOLIAE and hopefully a patron as well to support the productions that I'm producing. Thank you again and enjoy. Each column stood royal Abbas guards, equal to 20 in weight. There stood Queen Hagar, looking out to the blue Nile with her back to everyone. At a distance, young Princess Hannah, at the age of 7 years old, sat watching her mother with 4 royal female attendants. For this was another moment to observe as directed as so. Scuffle of sounds echoed as Nichel of the Orion's High Council entered with Comrade Dachar and 10 royal guards. Did anyone see him enter the hall of Banu to come here? Queen Hagar spoke. Nata, I know how to, as so. Nichel interrupted Comrade Dachar before he could answer. That is true, Queen Hagar. No one else knows of this moment, responded Comrade Dachar. We have seen your position to handle this matter. I have moved to Should not the king of Mitzrayim make such a move? For abruptly she turned around to face Natu, speaking in his Orion language. Akanoto, ekte elo manta ato. Translation: I stand as the sole ruler, as my king mate awaits to return. Remember that. Shocked Natu was he. Shocked Natu was he. Their eyes locked for seemed eternity as silence filled the room. Natu nodded once before the queen. Queen Hagar started to speak in Sumerian cuneiform. Neototo it nam makudu et te toto solo ella la sifo. Translation: I move to wait 3 Aspu days before I choose your position or not. Comrade Tachar, lead him out of my presence. I wish not to see or smell of his deeds that led to this moment. As you wish, Queen Hagar, replied Comrade Tachar. Natu hesitated before nodding, and then angrily looked away before leaving the room. Queen Hagar noticed Ezra, the high roar herbalist, entered the room. She nods to him. Queen Hagar then smiled briefly to comfort Princess Hannah, that was still wide-eyed in awe of the previous moment. She nods to the female attendants to take Princess Hannah and leave before, telepathically, she tells Hannah, "We will be with one another soon to talk." Princess Hannah, now at ease, at peace, smiling at her mother, nods and responded in Sumerian cuneiform. Osho Anna Etu. Translation: Ashe, mother. Few moments later, Queen Hagar enters the Yana Hall, far north end of the Abbas Palace in Mitzrayim. I hope you enjoy this preview from my forthcoming new podcast that I will be doing, titled Nichel Anderson Short Stories and Beyond. So I am having 2 podcasts. One is launching very soon, as you already know. And then the second one will specifically focus on my writing that I enjoy. I really hope you enjoyed this preview teaser. Next week, I will upload the conclusion from what you just got the opportunity to listen to. I will also upload another teaser leading up to the official launch of this new podcast that I'm also very excited about, along with my initial podcast I announced that's starting very soon. This particular podcast will be available on iTunes, Google Play as well. You will have access to that if you wish to go ahead and listen to this again and to hopefully share it. And most important, just to recap, that this particular podcast will be considered premium content, meaning to get the full story, to get more stories that I'm releasing will be part of my Patron program, and you can get that, which I will provide a link to the page of where you can go look into more information about being a patron and how you can go about accessing this content and rewards that are associated with each level. Thank you so much for supporting my production. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'm so excited to be creating something that I can distribute more to the public, to my followers, that they can enjoy. And I'm excited to deliver for your enjoyment. So long.